Sorry, I'm going to change it up just a little bit because that's what I do. I'll put these here just in case I need them. My name is Collin Austin. The company that I own is New Scooters for Less. 9 years ago, I used to be the student who would go to a bus stop right outside my apartment complex. I would sit at this bus stop and I would wait for this RTS bus to come and pick me up for school. Well, as this bus would come, I would get up off the bench, and sure enough, this bus would drive right on by with these big bold words across the top that said full bus. Well, at that moment in time, I decided that I was going to solve that problem. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to go out and create a solution for this problem, and that's why we're here today, 9 years later. My dad was in the military. I grew up as an Air Force kid, so I bounced around every 2 to 3 years, all over the place. And my 4 years at the University of Florida, that was the longest I had ever lived in one place. I am so honored and blessed to call this place my home, and I want that to be the case forever. So fast forward to today, my company is 9 years old. We employ 12 people, 9 of them full-time. These last 2 years have been the greatest growth for our company. We are heading in the right direction. We are not a tech-based business, which I know there's a lot of focus on technology in the Gainesville area right now, which is fantastic. We are more of your traditional brick-and-mortar store. My team would probably kill me for referring to us as traditional, because if you know my team and I, there's nothing traditional about us. Yet we are a brick-and-mortar store. We have had significant impact on the University of Florida and Gainesville. I don't know if anybody can recall, but 10 years ago on the University of Florida campus, there used to be these big hashed blocks with a sign in the middle that said scooter parking. If you could cram your scooter anywhere in that block, then you were golden, no ticket. Today, 9 years ago, it was, today there's actually parking slots now, all over campus, parking slots. 10 years ago, it used to cost you $30 to park a scooter on campus. Today, $150. Businesses, apartment complexes, everywhere have scooter parking places that accommodate for the scooters. That wasn't the case 10 years ago. So you can see that we've had a significant impact on Gainesville, and we're heading in the right direction. We have created an entirely new, economically friendly lifestyle in Gainesville. We've created a lifestyle that is, in my opinion, much more than a business. But the problem is that we're at this stage. We're at this stage of growth. And there's one thing keeping my company from growing right now, and that's this city. The last several months, my very patient realtor, Dave Farrow right here, has been helping me try and find a location for business location number 2. We're bursting at the seams. We want to grow, but we can't. Just recently, we found a place that I just knew in my gut was it. All right, this is the place that's going to take us to the next level. That's going to take my company to an entire. I was so excited about it. And this particular property had a thing called a PD on it. I don't know logistics, but it stands for what's it stand for?
Plan development.
What?
Plan development.
Plan development. Thank you. But basically, I'm like, all right, so do we fit in this category? And according to the attorneys and the broker, everybody, yes, you fit in there, the definition is solid, you're going to be right in there. Well, sure enough, what do? We spend hours of my realtor's time, the broker's time, the landlord's time, everybody's time creating a lease, and sure enough, we're like, all right, let's go, let's do this. Well, what happens? We submit it, zoning compliance, boom, denied, not going to happen, sorry. And that just seems to be, the case day by day. I have done research on scooter companies in other cities. Well, they need to be zoned retail. Zoned retail. What does the city here of Gainesville want us to be? Business automotive. Well, every business automotive place that I've looked for has either been an old mechanic shop, has been, a 10,000 square foot car dealership that has gone out of business on North Main Street. One, I can't afford 10,000 square feet. Two, it's way far away from campus that is not going to help me. And of course, old, dirty mechanic shops are not where I want to put my nice, clean dealership. So what frustrates me is when I see a place like Advanced Auto Parts inside the Sweet Bay Plaza, right next to Sweet Bay, and what are they doing? They're selling oils, they're selling chemicals, they're selling car parts, They're going out to your car and installing a battery for you. They're collecting the old oil that you decide to change on your car at home. These are all things that are happening at Advanced Auto Parts, yet a scooter dealership like mine cannot be in that same complex. And I feel, even though we're a scooter dealership, that we're a lot less automotive, and let me explain. All I want to do is set up a dealership, like a showroom. I just want to put scooters on display, a line of scooters against the wall. None of them have fuel in them. None of them have batteries in them. None of that process happens until that vehicle is sold. And even at that case, I can actually deliver the scooter to the person's home. I don't have to do that right there at that location. So these are the kind of things that frustrate me. And no offense to Advanced Auto Parts, my company actually buys from them on a daily basis, but I just wanted to use them as, a comparison for that purpose. In addition to being an entrepreneur, I serve on the Business Advisory Council and as a diplomat for the Chamber of Commerce. Our chamber is amazing. If you're a business and you're not in the Chamber of Commerce, you need to be. Okay, we are in the top 1% of chambers in the entire country. They are doing an incredible job of bringing businesses, large companies to Gainesville, creating hubs, creating hundreds of jobs that are going to build this local economy. What else are they doing? My favorite thing. They're going to this amazing university we have right down the road and getting these startups. We have so many startups coming out of Gainesville. They are incredible. All right? And what are we doing? We're putting a focus. We're trying to get these companies to not only start their businesses here, but to stay here. I fear that many of these startups are going to run into the same frustrations that I've run into, and they're going to want to pick up and leave. I've been here for 9 years. I'm considering picking up my business and leaving. If we left, what would you guys lose? Okay, maybe it's just one small business. Well, let me tell you what my small business does. We provide thousands of dollars via a benefit that we do every year to the hospital and chance for the children. We mentor high school students, college students. I'm on an advisory council for the Kids Kicking Cancer nonprofit group at Shands. There's so much that we do, and I'm not here to brag about my company and how great we are, even though I am super proud of my team and everything that they've accomplished in the last 9 years. But I want you to realize that that's one company. All right? If this one company gets up and leaves this town, you're losing all of that. Okay, so what happens when it's 5 companies, or when it's 10 companies, or 100 companies? When, just realize everything that you're going to be losing. My team and I have a dream of revolutionizing the entire scooter industry. I mean, it's really incredible, the goals and dreams that we have set. I want you guys to help us make Gainesville our foundation, our home, our hub. If we can't get location number 2 established, how are we going to do that? I promise you that if you invest into our small businesses, with just this help, that you will get much return for your investment.